Okay, so what does it mean for a person or a thing to be secular? Because that word has been thrown around a whole lot.
Yeah. No, it has.
In my life.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of...
just literally anything.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of different like iterations of it.
Okay.
And so I think largely today, the idea of secularism is really the idea of excluding religion from the civil life.
Okay, because when I was growing up, a song was a secular song if it wasn't made by a Christian.
Okay. Yeah.
Or a movie was a secular movie if it wasn't a Christian movie.
Okay, gotcha.
And so are those things considered secular, or is that like a twisting of the word to make it sound derogatory?
Yeah. No, obviously in those contexts it sounds like it was a derogatory word.
Well, it was, but right.
Yeah.
But is it the correct word to be using for that kind of stuff?
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. In one sense, maybe, because all right, I was about to say, because you could phrase it as, well, that's non-Christian music, right? Or that's not a Christian movie. But just because something is not explicitly Christian in regards to like it being like a worship song or a hymn or something, doesn't necessarily make the music or the musical artist non-Christian.
Right.
Yeah. And so, or like it somehow like goes against the values of Christianity, or to put it broader, again, the values of any particular religion. And so I think that
all of that would have been labeled secular derogatorily when I grew up
from
in
the church.
Yes, from the church
you were in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do think that there's a sense of like, okay, so probably from both sides, you have like the individuals that are not religious. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So whether they're atheist and agnostic, or whether they're just in like, I don't care. Right. Like the nuns that we've talked about before, like I'm not going to identify with any particular religion, like whatever. Just don't care enough to even think about it a whole lot. Like, I think that maybe from their perspective, the idea of being secular is to be in a, that everything is like, or religion is excluded from everything. Because religion is deemed as not needed, not necessary, or even viewed as less than. Because it can be viewed as not as rational, not as reasonable, not as intelligent. And so let's just keep all of that in its distance. And therefore, our civil space and our workplace and our government and those kind of things need to have religion removed from it. Okay. And whereas like on the Christian side, yeah, it can be viewed as, those things are secular. Let's don't listen to music that's not explicitly Christian music by explicitly Christian artists and those kind of things. That
was the thing.
Right.
I discovered EDM music.
EDM?
Yeah, like dance music. Like everything now.
All right.
And I was like, because remember Sandstorm? You know Sandstorm?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like you going to get mad at this? How? Oh, right. How are you going to get mad at this? I don't know if he's a Christian or not. I don't know the guy. So
like whatever.
So there's no lyrics. It's just ba-boop, ba-boop. So are you going to get mad?
Yeah.
Get mad.
Right.
Yeah.
And so and the same thing with like movies, right? Or whatever it may be. So yeah, I think that from the church perspective, it can be that. It can be viewed as like, us don't engage in those things. Those are secular.
Right.
And it's given a bad label. It's almost like each group is giving the other one a bad label, right?
Right.
Like those in the religion are like, nope, that's secular. That's bad. Yeah. Those that would say we're secularists would go, religion, that's bad.
Yeah.
And each of them are using those
if
words
we're talking about music and movies, the secularists were right.
In the sense of
sorry,
in the
sense that this stuff is just not good.
Right. In the sense of we're not even talking about the moral fabric of it. We're just talking about the quality.
The quality.
Right.
Yeah.
The quality of the production.
Yeah.
Right. Or the sound or whatever it may be. But I think that it would be I think so. I do think that could be seen as you could look at individuals, and individuals would say, if they say I'm a secularist, right, that there are individuals who are rejecting religion,
right,
and rejecting God. And so there are absolutely individuals who regard themselves as that.
Well, for some reason that didn't catch on.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, I'm secular.
Right. I mean, like, no. No one's usually calling themselves that. Yeah. Right. They're usually giving statements like in how they relate to God. And in other words, I'm an atheist, I'm an agnostic.
Right.
Right. I'm a deist, whatever it may be. And so
not just I am a
secularist.
I am a secular.
Right. Yeah. You're right. That didn't really catch. I think they would, but I do think the whole idea of like a secular society,
right,
that has caught on. At least in whether it be academic or philosophical or ethical writings, right? Like the idea of secularism is pretty popular, I think, in the sense of like, that we're a secular society now. You know, we are a society that either rejects or excludes religion predominantly in most spaces. Although I don't know if that's actually as true as it's presented to be true.
Okay.
Yeah. So, because I mean, I still think whether you're in schools or in workplaces or in government spaces, like I feel like in a lot of those places, you still find some, hint of religion there.